Hello, acoustic guitar fan here with another guitar review. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Taylor 310. This is an older guitar. This guitar itself was made in 1999. I happened to find it secondhand at Guitar Center, hanging up in the acoustic guitar room. I was over there and just happened to walk in the room and saw it hanging up and pulled it off the wall, started playing it, and started talking to the sales guy about it because I just really loved the sound of it. And the guy told me that somebody had just traded it in like a couple of days before, and so I said, "Wow, amazing, amazing sound. And is this really the price you're selling it at?" And the guy goes, "Yeah, I can work with you on it." And I was like, well, I would have been satisfied paying what they had it stickered for, but he worked with me on it, and we managed to come to come to terms, and I brought it home with me. So one of the more exciting finds of mine, I love to poke around guitar shops around Houston, and of course Guitar Center is one of my favorite places to go. Generally, they do take trade-ins, and occasionally you can find some pretty nice guitars being traded in. Well, in my case, yes, with this particular guitar. The only, I mean, when I was checking out the guitar itself, you want to look for different things on it. You want to make sure the guitar is in pretty good condition, and surprisingly, this guitar was in remarkable shape. Traditional Taylor bridge, as you can see. Very simple, understated guitar. The makeup of this guitar is basically it has a Sitka spruce top and sapele wood back and sides. Sapele is kind of like an African mahogany, and just really, if you're looking for a good introduction to a solid wood guitar, you can't go wrong with this. It's your dreadnought shape, your traditional dreadnought shape guitar. Now Taylor sells this guitar brand new, and they call it the DN3. DN standing for dreadnought. Normally on their, I think this particular guitar retails for about $1,500 according to their website. But of course, if you can find it online, Musician's Friend, Guitar Center, even the secondhand 310 like this one, you can probably get it for a lot less, like I did for this one. I love this dreadnought shaped guitar. I mean, growing up as a kid, you watch all of these videos of these great classic artists like Neil Young and James Taylor, and they're all playing dreadnoughts, and I fell in love with the acoustic guitar just listening to, like, of course, Jim Croce, Neil Young, Stephen Stills, David Crosby, the Beatles, all of these. Paul McCartney plays well, back then he played an Epiphone, but now he plays like a Martin dreadnought. And so dreadnought, is probably the most common acoustic style you'll see. My first guitar was a dreadnought shaped guitar. It was an Alvarez many years ago, and even later on I had an Epiphone acoustic, which I liked. And but when I was able to start affording, a little bit of a nicer guitar, and I started looking around, Taylor was always the guitars I seemed to gravitate toward. And of course, now I own 3 Taylors, and this being one of them. I particularly like this guitar. I don't know why. Just like to pick it up sometimes in the evenings and play on it. I've restrung this guitar quite a few times, and currently I have some Elixir polyweb phosphor bronze strings on them, which are really nice and they feel really great. This guitar is real bright, but yes, also gives a pretty nice low end response, and I think that's probably because of the sapele wood, the mahogany, really helps bring that sort of deeper, warmer tone out of the guitar. Because the guitar is 10 years old, or over 10 years old, I think there's some truth to the maxim that older guitars really open up over time, especially all wood guitars, and they really open up, they really breathe, because that was the first thing that attracted me to this guitar when I picked it up and started playing on it. It just sounded so good right off the bat, you know. I couldn't stop playing it, and of course ended up walking out with it that day, and don't regret my decision at all, you know. I love this guitar. I think it's a great little guitar. The portability is fantastic. I mean, if you're, you know, want to bring it with you to church, or to a sing-along, or even out with you camping, you can't go wrong with this guitar. It's a beautiful looking guitar. Like I said, it's you know, it's very understated. It has amazing tone to it. Match it with the right strings, which my preference is, of course, elixirs, but you know, your taste may be different. It's just a lovely guitar. I also, just a little side thing here, I like to play with Fender Thins. I've experimented with a bunch of different picks and always find myself going back to the Thins. And great sounding guitar. Can't lose with Taylors. I'm very biased when it comes to Taylor guitars. As a matter of fact, I'm going to plug a book I've been reading recently. There is the guy, Mr. Bob Taylor, the founder of Taylor Guitars. And yes, he did write a book called Guitar Lessons, which is basically a tome on how he started his company. And it's a fascinating read. I mean, if you have an opportunity to pick it up, check it out, do so. I think it's a fascinating read. You know, how he built up his company, his mission statement, about providing you know, a great guitar, especially in the market of acoustic guitars. To be such a leader in the industry is so fantastic, and you know, there's a reason why Taylor is a leader in the industry. I mean, their guitars are just built solidly. And if you read the book, you'll find out a little bit more about Bob's philosophies, and he kind of reminds me of like a Steve Jobs of the guitar industry, really. His work ethic is incredible, and just a great read. Anyways, back to the guitar. It's, like I said, Taylor 310, great guitar, referred to as the DN3 now. Dreadnought shape. Sapele wood back and sides, Sitka spruce chop. I have the Elixir Polyweb phosphor bronze strings on it. Normally, I think standard they come with the nano webs, which are great strings in themselves. I still string a lot of my guitars with nano webs. You know, chrome tuners. Just a beautiful guitar. I'll always love the shape of the Taylor headstock, and of course the pick guard, so recognizable. I mean, you know, if you're looking for a good, solid wood guitar, consider this, the 310. If you can find them secondhand online, you know, in good condition, grab one. If you can't, you know, the DN3, you can find them at most guitar shops that carry Taylor. And online also Musician's Friend or Guitar Center. Great little guitar. Oh, also, if you need to amplify the guitar, now this particular one doesn't have electronics on it, but I think the DN3, you do have an option of getting the expression system with it if you'd like. That might increase the price of guitar a bit, but I'm not sure. If you go to Taylor's website, you can find that out. But what I use is this Dean Markley sound hole pickup for my guitar. It has these little foam sides on it. You can pick these up for around $40. I mean, I think they have different grades of them, but I just pick like the beginning or next grade up from the beginning or something like that. And to pop them in, pop it in the sound hole. It's real easy. You just kind of slip it under the string, and push in on the foam sides. It goes in real easily and comes out real easily. Has a phono plug at the end of it, which you can plug into your amp or sound system, and sounds great. I mean, to me, the only drawback, of course, is being able to adjust your mid-range and treble. But you can do that kind of like sliding the pickup around in the sound hole. I think if you move it up toward the top, you get more of a bass response. Move it this way, you get more of a high-end response. I think that's how it works. And it just, like I said, great guitar. If you sign on to YouTube, you can probably see a lot of different players playing this guitar online, which is kind of cool too. If you want to get a little bit of a different feel for the guitar, but for me, purposes of doing these guitar reviews, I love guitars. My moniker is acoustic guitar fan. I love listening to acoustic guitar music. I'm fair to middling myself, but always looking to get better. But I love to collect guitars. I don't know if you would refer to it as a vice, but it's a hobby that my wife indulges me in because she knows I love it. And I've been playing guitar ever since I was little, and one of the reasons why I picked up a guitar was I think I saw Help. I did see Help one day, the movie Help with the Beatles, and saw John Lennon playing a 12-string acoustic singing "You've Got to Hide My Love Away," and I was hooked from that point on. So anyways, hope this extemporaneous review helps anyone who might be looking at this guitar, looking to get a good acoustic guitar. I know in the past I was like watching reviews on guitars online before I made a decision to get a guitar. So I hope this helps anybody out there who may be looking to get an acoustic for themselves. Anyways, happy playing, and till my next review, happy playing.